7 now. We turn our attention to 174. Lewis and Norman just about to do battle. You see their overall numbers career-wise for Lewis, and what a year it's been for Lorenzo Norman thus far.
Yeah, that was a big match for Stanford to stay in that team race, especially with the guys that Hokies have coming up. But individually, they want their guys to still keep coming out there and doing what they've been preaching. Before when we talked before the dual meet, scoring those points, being relaxed, representing yourself.
Chance for Mekhi Lewis to go back to work. Did not make the trip to Vegas. Coaching staff saying they considered that option, but it's an opportunity here in the duel once more. And for Lorenzo, he's another of those. You talked so much about the Stanford freshman already. Another of those youngsters with great potential. Knocked off former national champion and Shane Griffith, a former Stanford national champion, no less, in the second match of the tournament. So a foundational moment for this young man to build on.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, he's a dangerous wrestler, and this is a great challenge for him. This is a great challenge for both guys.
Well, you notice his length right away,
yeah.
too, Daryl.
Yeah, yep. If he knows how to use that, which I'm sure he does, I'm excited to see this match. It can be very dangerous.
Terminology used by Chris Ayers was go-go gadget arms is what he has there. And you could see a little bit of that.
He's got some tricks with that leverage.
As he goes to work, he said he terrorizes people in our gym. We want to see him do that against the competition, as they want him just to be able to wrestle with confidence, so kind of a loose approach.
Yeah,
a young man who never tires.
Well, this is a great chance to do that and develop that confidence against the number 2 guy in the country, Mekhi Lewis. And this is a good chance for Mekhi to get out there and score a lot of points against a tough wrestler.
And Lewis, if he can come right in behind what we just witnessed a moment ago and follow up what was kind of one of the turning moments for Virginia Tech, could really create some separation for the Hokies here.
Yeah, definitely. They get him a little cushion.
Break down Lewis for us, what you've seen from him in his career.
Lewis he's very explosive, obviously very talented, and he's one of those guys that he can find a way to win, and he's very, very good at counterattacks. Usually when somebody's attacking him, going for his legs, he's going to come out on top.
Introduce you to the youngster on one side. You're hearing the praises of the 5th year on the other, and it's high praise when you consider from whence it comes. The former national champion, former All-American, time at Iowa, storied Hall of Fame head coach. It's Darrell Weber alongside. Our joy to have you with us on the ACC network as we work into the final minute of this opening period between Norman and Lewis. What have you seen so far?
I think they're both just kind of feeling each other out here. Nobody's really going after anything too solid yet. 2 dangerous wrestlers. There's a shot attempt from Lewis. It almost countered. Norman in there with the single leg. Lewis took a nice shot attempt. Norman almost got around and ended up in this single leg position. Now he's got to try to finish here. Now he goes down to his knees. He's going to lessen his chances. Lewis does a good job of squaring those hips.
Boy, he did turn things around quickly. And only 8 seconds with which to work here for Lewis. And nothing will be on the board through 1 between these two, as the former national champion, most outstanding wrestler at the championships. That's just a part of the career. You see where things sit overall at 174, and he, as you said a moment ago, Daryl, slid right in there in that 2 hole as we speak.
Yeah, that's a tough weight class there. That's going to be an exciting one at the end of the year to watch shake out. A lot of talent in that weight class.
Chance for Norman now from top. Lewis, some strong legs on display.
Very solid base. Does a good job of keeping his position. Coming out. Oh, Norman in on a nice shot.
Notched one, and now
has him up in the air. He's got to figure out how to bring back down in control. Lewis doing a good job of draping off the side here and got the ankle position. He's got a nice angle on him here. Looks like he's going to come out on top on this takedown. Did a great job. Even though he's in the air, he slid off the shoulder, laced that leg, That's a veteran move there.
Just after Norman was able to get to his feet, Lewis does secure the takedown, and his advantage suddenly 4.
Yeah, and that's a position there where Norman, he's got to keep his head with him now, because that's a little bit frustrating to get that deep in on a shot, get him up in the air, and then Lewis does a great job of, he slid off of that shoulder, off of Norman's left shoulder, and they gave him the angle and was able to hook that ankle and come around.
A couple of times in this match already that we've seen. No panic for Lewis, and here's the ultimate outcome. Well, a caution assessed at the get-go of the 112 mark here. 4-0 advantage for Lewis after that recent takedown.
Norman coming up to his feet here. Gotta get some hand control. Oh, goes for a switch, standing switch. Lewis stays with it though. Got the ankle, bringing it back down, nice. A lot of action there. Now Norman's gotta keep his wits about him and keep coming back up to his feet. Lewis does a good job of breaking him down. He's got that tight waist, got the wrist control. Oh, he's looking for a cross wrist. He's trying to get a turn going here.
All of a sudden with Lewis in command.
Lewis going to try to roll through tilt. Got to tee off on him there. He's got to get his hip, their body's perpendicular. Now he's punching in the arm bar. Well, let it slide out. Maybe he's going to go for the roll again.
Quick count ever so slightly as we go inside. 15 seconds to go here in the second period. Ride time now a factor, suddenly just over a minute of that for Lewis.
Bottom man just got stalling. Norman just got hit with stalling as well for the bottom position.
So a 4-0 lead for Lewis, and he also, with the work down the stretch in that period, secures a riding time advantage at 1:14. And the highly decorated Virginia Tech Hokie, we talked about his All-American background. You know what he's meant to the ACC and beyond. Finds himself in command headed into the third here. What can you say about his career here in Blacksburg?
Oh, he's had an unbelievable career. You know, it's been huge for the Hokies. You know, first national champion, really showed that you can get it done here. And I'm sure it's helped to attract recruits and just elevate the program overall.
You're looking at the current state of affairs and one of the great staples in this sport against a youngster trying to make his mark as these two go into the third period together. And it is Lewis, the decorated veteran, in command at 4-0.
Yeah, 4-0 with the riding time. You know, he's in a comfortable position, but I'm sure the coaches want to see him score some more points. He's within striking distance of that major decision. He's one of their veterans. They want to see those bonus points from those guys.
And Darryl, when you consider what that would mean in what is currently a 15-7 contest and the stretch run right out in front of us here, a big chance for Virginia Tech and the overall storyline of the day. Down inside of a minute to go. And you said it in essence, looking at 5-0 at the moment for Lewis as he has the equipment back in order now.
We've got 50 seconds left here.
Now go to your point. Lewis not content to just let that settle in. Looking for bigger things here, and you can see it on display.
Yeah, goes in for the double. He went for the double, switched off to a single. You can tell Norman he's got some good, he's dangerous. He's got that leverage, he's got that length. He does a good job of defending that shot, and most people don't defend that shot against Lewis.
Well, and here's a youngster that when he grows into his own is going to be something special in the sport for sure. Yeah. But it is Lewis again, as he does extend that advantage with the late takedown.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see from your coach. The coaches want to see. You know, that was not an easy takedown, and he didn't need it for the win, but he got him the major.
Yeah, you did need it for the major decision. Yeah. You're right. I mean, you add the riding time in there, and it goes 8-0.
And it was a hard finish, or a hard takedown to get. You know, he didn't just fall over. He had to get in there and get gritty for that finish.
And what that means in the grand scheme of things, the Hokies lead stretched out a bit further It was at 15-7 when he took the mat. All of a sudden now the Hokies inching out a little more. We'll break away, come back with much more between the Cardinal and the Hokies.